Hey, what's up everybody? Happy Monday. As you all know, as you have all heard, we are almost done with this quarantine. This is the last week. A week from today, we get to come back into the gym and work out together as a community. Super excited for you guys. We're super excited. We can't wait. So with that said, let's get this week of at-home workouts out of the way so we can jump on in to coming back into the gym. All right, let's get started with our warm-up for today. All right, guys, this is movement number 1 for today's warm-up. We are going to do a 1-minute heel sit. So depending on your flexibility in your ankles, this may feel really good, or this may hurt at first, so just kind of stick with it. Just relax into the motion or into the stretch. So the heel sit, you're going to be on your knees with your feet pointed behind you, right? Just like this, right? So we don't want our toes tucked under, we want them flat on the ground. Once we get into this position, we are just going to sit back on our heels. We are putting pressure downward onto our ankles. We're trying to get that dorsal flexion in the opposite direction on our heels, okay, or our ankles. So we're just sitting back in our heel stretch. We're going to do this for a minute, about 45 seconds in. You can kind of relax and then go back in there and just sit. The more you drive it back, give me a little stretch in the quads too. But again, this is a 1 minute heel stretch. All right, our second movement for today's warm-up is going to be a 30-second lunge hold. We're going to do 30 seconds on the right, 30 seconds with the left, okay? So that lunge hold is pretty simple. You're actually just going to step forward with the left leg or the right leg, and you're just going to get into that lunge, and you're going to hold this position for 30 seconds. I want that knee to be off the ground. I don't want you in this position just kind of relaxing. I want everything activated with your knee off the ground. I want your knee just pretty much in line with the top part of your foot. I don't want you to lean super far forward. Right about here, almost vertical shin, again, leg bent, knee almost hitting the ground. We're gonna hold this for 30 seconds, and then we're gonna switch sides and do the same thing. Keeping that chest up. Again, knees not driving past my toes. Knee, it's just barely off the ground. Again, right and left, we're gonna do for 30 seconds each. The next movement for today's warm-up is going to be the Samson stretch hold, okay? So we're gonna do 30 seconds holding Samson stretch with the left leg lunge and then the right leg lunge. Okay, so the Samson stretch is like this. Bring our hands right overhead, nice and tall. Open up. Now we're going to lunge and stay in this position for 30 seconds. You can kind of relax if you want. Bring those arms back up. 30 seconds. And we're going to do the same thing with the right leg. So 30 seconds with the left leg in the lunge, 30 seconds with the right leg in the lunge. All right, and our last movement for the warm-up stretching is going to be 30 seconds with the right leg pigeon, and then 30 seconds with the left leg pigeon. Pigeon stretch is get down into that lunge, kind of been in that lunge all morning, or all day, in that lunge. Now I'm gonna let this leg drop over in front. Okay, I'm looking this way. My shin is across the same direction as my shoulders, and I'm just going to sit into that pigeon stretch. You guys should be familiar with this stretch. We've done this quite a bit, so everybody should be familiar. 30 seconds, and then we're going to switch and do 30 seconds on the other leg. So again, the pigeon stretch, 30 seconds on the right, 30 seconds with the left. All right, guys, here is part number 2 of the warm-up for today. We are going to do 1 minute of a squat hold. This is what that looks like. 1 minute of a squat hold. Feet are just going to be past the hips. Wherever your squat stance is for you, you're going to sit back, that hip, and you're going to drive down, and you're just going to hold that squat position for 1 minute. I'm using my hands up. Like I always say, hands up, chest up, right? We don't want your chest to be down when you're holding. We want your chest to be up. We want you activated in that squat the entire time. So I don't want you guys to just be sitting down here like this being like da 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 da. Once you activated quads, hamstring, glutes, everything's nice and tight for that 1 minute. All right, movement number 2 for this second part is going to be 10 counterbalance squats. Okay? So grab a weight, grab to my weight. Counterbalance means I'm going to drive this weight outside, hold my elbows nice and tight out in front of my chest, and now I'm going to squat. Driving the hip back, and then squatting, and then back up. Again, you initiate the squat with the hips driving back, and then down, holding your arms extended, locked out in front of you for 10 reps. 10 counterbalance squats. All right, the second part is going to be a 30-second counterbalance squat hold with activating our knees, pushing out, okay? So again, what we just did with the counterbalance squats, now we're gonna drive that weight out, lock our elbows out, in that same squat stance, drive those hips back, and now we're gonna sit and hold. But now what I want you to think about is driving the knees out. Not crazy, but just think about pushing the knees out, activating your hips, pushing your knees out. You're gonna do that and hold that for 30 seconds. So, pointing at you, you can probably see, right? Now I'm not actively pushing my knees out, now I am. You can kind of see that movement right there. That's actively pushing my knees out, okay? So think about that when you're in the bottom of that hold for 30 seconds, actively pressing your knees out. All right, and the last part of this warm-up is going to be 5 plate overhead squats. So now we're going to activate, press that plate over our head, locked out elbows. Again, the squat initiates the same way. The hip's going to drive back, and then you're going to squat, and then up. Again, push the hip back, and then down, and then up. Try and always press up, activate those shoulders, hold tight. What I want you guys to try not to do is when you guys are coming down, is to drop your chest, and then you have to fight to hold that thing overhead, right? So if you're having trouble with the overhead stability, no big deal. Just hold your arms up, drive the hip back, and then squat to the best of your ability for 5 reps. All right? Hey, that's the warm-up for today, guys. Let's get after it. We're going to start that in 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and heel sit. Make sure those toes are pointed straight back, and you are just going to put your glutes on your heels and just sit there. Might not feel like much at first. You might start feeling a stretch right here in the front part of your ankle. That's the idea. You might actually start feeling it up into your shin a little bit as well. The more you lean back, the more you're going to feel that stretch and that pull of the ankle. You might get a little bit of an extra stretch in your quad as well. We've got about 20 seconds left. If you want to relax real quick and come back in, you can. Again, we're going to have about 15-second transition between each one of these. 10 more seconds. Just breathe through this. Try not to hold your breath. 3, 2, 1. Relax. Go ahead and roll out the ankles a little bit. Stand up. Remember, this next one is going to be the left leg lunge in 5 seconds. Left leg is going to go back into the lunge. 2, 1, and go. So that right leg is going to be in a lunge. Left leg is going to be back. Again, I'm just hovering right above the ground, keeping my core nice and tight, activating my quads. Might be shaking up a little bit. Chest nice and tall. I don't want you to lean it over this way. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Shake that out. This time I'll face the other way. 5 seconds. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and go. Again, we're just hovering that knee off the ground, keeping our core nice and tight, chest up. Just breathe in. More seconds. Hold tight. Hold tight. Here we go. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Done. Now the hard one part of this is going to be that Samson stretch. Switching sides. This time we're going to reach our hand over our head. We're going to keep our hands up above our head. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Go. Interlock our fingers. Drive our arms up. Get into that stretch. The more you want to pull those arms back, the more stretch you're going to get. Press those arms up. Try to breathe through this. Again, the back leg is bent just very slightly off the ground. 5 more seconds. 2, 1, and done. Switching sides. Woo, that's a nice one. Whew, 10 more seconds. Here we go. The last one here on the lunge for the Samson stretch. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and go. 30 seconds. Trying to pull the arms back. Keeping that balance. 20 seconds. Nice work, everybody. Nice work. Once we're done with this one, we're going to transition to the floor for that pigeon stretch. 3, 2, 1, and done. For that pigeon stretch, trying to get down into the floor lunge. One leg is going to cross right in front, starting in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and go. Keep in mind that your leg straight across your shoulders. We don't want that thing all the way back here like that. Keep that thing out there in front. Should feel this in your glute, in your IT band of the leg that's in front. Okay? 15 more seconds. Depending on your mobility, you can put your elbows in front of your shin. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and done. 15-second transition. Switch to the other side. Get ready to go. If you want a little bit extra time, you can go ahead and get there now. The clock is going to start in 2, 1, go. 30 more seconds, and we will finish part 1 of our warm-up today. Part 2 is coming up. Make sure you have your plate ready for those counterbalance squats that we're going to do. 10 seconds. Nice work, everybody. Keep it up. 3, 2, 1, and done. We'll give us about 30 seconds or so to get ready for this next part. Again, the next part is going to be a 1-minute squat hold. Then we're going to do 10 counterbalance squats, 30 seconds of a counterbalance squat hold, and then last we're going to do 5 plate overhead squats. 9 seconds. Here we go. So now we're just doing a squat hold for a minute. 3, 2, 1, and hold. So I want you guys activated when you guys are in this, right? I don't just want you down here like this, you know, just kicking back, saying, what's up? I want you up, right? I want the quads, I want the hamstrings, I want the glutes engaged, everything nice and tight. Think about pressing those knees out. So you know we're 25 seconds into this minute. If you need to take a break in this, go ahead and do it right now. Stand up, shake it out, and get right back down into it. We will have transition time between. Nice and keep that nice and tight. Keep that chest up. You're almost there, guys. 15 more seconds starting now. Probably shaking, that's all right. Grab that core, keep everything nice and tight, 10 seconds. Nice work, almost there. 3, 2, 1, and done. Woo! All right, I'll give you about 30 seconds before we move on to this next one. The next one's going to be that counterbalance. We're going to grab that plate, kind of go over that again really quick. That counterplate is going to go out with your arms locked out, and you're just going to do 10 good air squats with that counterweight. Okay? We're starting that in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and go. 10 squats. Nice and slow. Drive that hip back. Sit. Stand. It's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Nice job. I'll give you guys probably about 30 seconds starting now. Kind of cool down from that one, shake it out. Because now we're going to move into a 30-second counterbalance squat hold. Okay? 15 seconds when you start that. 10 seconds, here we go. Remember, the same thing applies. You're just going to drive that plate out, and now you're just going to sit. 3, 2, 1, and sit. Press those knees out. Think about active knees pressing out. We don't want the knees to cave in like this. We want to press them out. Everything activated. Hamstrings, glutes, quads. Pressing out on the plate. We don't want the plate here. We want it here. 3, 2, 1, and done. Nice job. 30 seconds. Now we're going to do 5 overhead plated air squats. If you can't hold that plate overhead and do good quality air squats, just drop the plate. Just keep your arms up and do it that way. Okay? 5 reps. 10 seconds. Nice job, everybody. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and go. Nice and slow. Press the plate up. Hip drives back into that squat. And then up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, guys. Nice job on the warm-up. Now let's get ready for that mobility and stretching. All right, guys, nice job on the warm-up. Now let's move on to the mobility and the stretching. Today we have a new one. This is new. This is a shoulder twisted bridge type movement. So bear with me. I'm going to try to step my way through this to show you guys how it looks. If not, just go ahead and click on that YouTube video that we have linked down below, and you'll be able to see it for yourself. So you might need a towel or a band with you close by, just in case your mobility doesn't allow, okay? So the standard bridge, the standard shoulder bridge is where you're laying down, heels come up close to your butt, feet on the, or hands on the ground, feet on the ground, and you're just bridging up, grabbing the glutes, all that, right? Standard bridge. We've done that before. Now we're going to add like a shoulder stretch into this, right? So the idea is you're going to grab your opposite ankle, right? So I'm going to be, again, in this position, in that starting bridge position. I'm going to take my right hand, this is my right hand, my left foot. I'm going to reach under my right, and I'm going to grab my left ankle, okay? So now I'm like this. I have to twist my body, turn it to be able to grab my ankle. You can see that I'm grabbing my ankle there. Right, now I'm going to bridge up and lift my leg at the same time, and I'm going to hold this position for 5 seconds. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005. Coming back down, and then you're going to switch, and you're going to do that same thing with the opposite side, okay? Again, you're going to grab left arm, right ankle, Leg's gonna come straight out. You're gonna bridge up as high as you can, and you're gonna hold that. You can also reach that hand above your head, and holding that position for 5 seconds. We're gonna do this 8 times. So right, 5 seconds, then you're gonna go left, 5 seconds, back and forth, 4, 8 reps. All right, so let's get your towel. If you need a towel, if you need a band, go ahead and grab that. All right, guys, let's do this mobility and stretching. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Again, we're gonna hold this position, that last position with the leg up in that bridge for 5 seconds each time. We're gonna do that 8 times, 4 per leg. So I'm gonna grab my left ankle with my right. I'm gonna bridge up. Arms gonna go above my head. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whew, that is a good one actually. Never done that before. Grabbing that ankle again. Putting that arm behind your head. Lift that arm, lift that leg up, lift your heel up, lift your 1,001, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whew, holy mackerel. Whew. Again, if you need to use a towel to make it a little bit easier, by all means, I'm gonna grab that towel around my left ankle. I'm gonna grab it with my right. You can kind of do that almost standing up. We're not standing, sitting. All right, so you're gonna lean back, right? Grabbing that towel, kind of that same position. Arms gonna go behind you. Left arm's gonna go behind your head. Right arm, leg. It's gonna go out. Hold that for 5 seconds. And down, back up. Switch that to the other leg. All right, once you get that leg out and extended, you're gonna hold that for 5 seconds. These wardrobe malfunctions coming all over the place here. Get right arm above my head, left leg out into that bridge. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That's 4. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know that was smooth. You know that was smooth. I'm not even going to cut that out. I rolled, fell out of it, rolled right back into it like it was nothing. Ooh, this one makes you think. Nice job, everybody at home. I got 3 more to do. Nobody needs to see that. Right on the back, left leg out into that bridge. 2, 3, 4, 5. Whew. Like it. Wardrobe malfunction. That word there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 2 more, right? I think there's 2 more. Don't know how to count. See if I can do the last 2 without this thing. Oh, no. Let's see. Ankle. Should I grab the other one? No, it's right. Rough feet, whatever. Arm back. Foot on the ground. Waking up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that is definitely a nice stretch when you're able to get yourself all the way into that. So you can kind of work your way up to it. Start with the towel. Once you got to get more flexy, try to reach a little bit higher with that towel towards your ankle. And then final step would actually be able to grab your ankle. So this is something we can work on when we get back into the gym, which is on Monday, a week from today. Grabbing that ankle, this is the last one. Arm back, feet up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whew. All right. Hey, it's been like 3 months. We're still coming up with new tricks to show you guys. So nice job on that mobility and that stretch. Now let's get everything ready. I'm gonna shoot you some demos of the workout. All right guys, nice job on the warm up. Nice job on that new mobility work. That was a little bit tough. Good job getting through it. Now it is time for our workout for today, Monday. It is going to be a 12-minute AMRAP. AMRAP means as many rounds as possible or as many reps as possible in that time domain. Today's time domain is 12 minutes. We have 4 movements in today's workout. All right, movement number 1 in this workout is the air squat. You're gonna do 10 reps. So your feet are just gonna be outside your hips in that good squat stance, wherever that is for you. Toes pointed out just slightly. You're gonna push that hip back and then down, right? So what I don't want you guys to do is initiate the squat with the knees first. I don't want it to look like this, okay? So you drop that hip back, and then you sit into that squat. What I like to do is always hands up, keeps my chest up, okay? So again, you'll see me all have my hands up in the sky, hip back, and sit. If I don't have my hands up, I sit back, and then I tend to drop my chest to the ground. We don't want that. We want our chest to be up, looking forward. So again, arms up, chest up, 10 air squats. All right, movement number 2, the sit-up. Standard CrossFit sit-up. Get that ab mat, get on that ground. Bring those feet in nice and tight. Arms are gonna go back behind your head. Touch the ground, arms are gonna come up. Touch the ground in front of you. You're gonna do 10 reps. Back and forth. Again, 10 reps for the sit-ups, okay? Movement number 3. 1, 2, yeah. Movement number 3 is alternating cluster. So you can do this with a dumbbell, you can do this with a kettlebell, or if you want to do a bar, you can do 10 clusters with a barbell at whatever weight you want to use. I'm going to use a dumbbell for today's workout. Cluster is 2 movements combined together. So it is a squat clean into a thruster, okay? So I'm going to break it down into 2 parts for you. I'm going to show you the squat clean with the dumbbell, and then I'll show you what the cluster looks like, okay? So the squat clean starts, dumbbell between your legs. You're going to grab it, you're going to drop that hip down and grab it. You're going to come up, shrug, pull, and then squat into this front rack position with the dumbbell, and you're going to stand. That's the first part, okay? So again, I'll show you that again. Dumbbell squat clean. Okay? So now what I'm going to do is now I'm going to add the cluster part of it, or the thruster part of the movement. So I'm going to do the same movement I just did, which is the squat clean. But now when I'm down here, now I'm going to drive up with the dumbbell over my head. So again, that looks like this. From the ground, up, shrug, pull, under, thrust, up. Okay? And you're going to alternate arms, right, left, for 10 reps. Cool? All right. That is the cluster. Now, the last movement for today is alternating V-ups. What I mean by alternating is you're alternating legs. Okay? I don't know if I'm going to use this ab mat or not. We'll see how this works. Me and V-ups don't get along, so I'm not going to use the ab mat. You're going to lay down. So I'm going to take my right arm. I'm going to hit my left leg. 1, 2, 3. Alternating V-up. Okay? 10 reps. So again, recap the workout. 12-minute AMRAP. 10 air squats. 10 sit-ups. 10 clusters, alternating clusters, and 10 alternating V-ups. That's the workout for today on Monday, guys. So let's get all your parts and pieces ready, and we're going to get this kicked off in 10 seconds. Three, two, one, let's go. go, guys. 10 air squats. Ten sit-ups. All right, 10 clusters, alternating arms. Alternating V-ups. One round down. Air squats, here we go. 1, 2, 6, 8, 9, 10. Keep it up, guys, keep it up, let's go, come on. That nice easy pace all the way through. Alternating clusters. About 4 minutes down, guys. Come on. 8 more minutes to go. Nice job, guys. Round 2 done. 10 air squats. Sit-ups. So we're guys, we're almost halfway there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice work, guys. Come on, let's go. Happy Monday. Last CollaboFit at home Monday workout. Four minutes, guys. 4 minutes. Come on. Let's go. Two, 3, 4, 6, 8, 9. If you're hearing another breathing going on, that's my wife working out right over there, having a whole bunch of fun as well. Good job, everybody. Let's go. One final stretch. Guys, we're under 2 minutes. Under 2 minutes, let's go. Get through this next round. to bed. 1 minute. Thirty seconds. Keep moving. Okay, come on. Don't stop moving. Let's go. Come on. 10 seconds. Three, 2, 1, time. Nice job, guys. Woo! Holy mackerel, happy Monday. Good job, everybody. Woo! 5+ rounds on this side. How'd you guys do? Nice job. All right, guys, that is it for Monday. Thank you guys very much. We will see you tomorrow on Taco Tuesday. See ya!